Hey y'all, thanks for dropping by Design by Kathy. Today we're going to do a pour and it's called a ghost pour. I've seen some really pretty ones, I'm sure you have too. It's fairly easy to do and it creates a beautiful look. So I'm excited to do this pour for you, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Thanks again for dropping by, and I hope you'll like, share, comment, and hey, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell as well. So let me get set up and let's get right to it. I'm going to be pouring on today is this 10 by 20 canvas. And what you're going to need for it is, of course, your paint. You're going to need a background paint, and I'm going to be using some black that I've got pre-mixed here. I'm going to be swiping with cobalt blue, a little bit of white, and some metallic silver. Now what you'll need to swipe, there's a variety of things that you can use to swipe. You can use a regular trowel. This one, I don't know, let something dry on it. I've got to get all that off because it's got really rough edges, or I could just get another one. But anyway, I do like to use this, and I overused it and, didn't take care of it properly apparently. But anyway, this is a good thing to use. I've seen some people that have just been using color cards that you can pick up at Lowe's or Walmart or whatever for paint samples, but this little card, it's a perfect size little card stock to use for this swipe. What I'm going to be using, these are just little pieces of plastic that are file dividers, and I cut this one up. It's just one piece of plastic that I cut into these little small sizes to use to do my swipes with. Also, I want to keep on hand a lot of paper towels. I've already cut these off or torn these off, and they're ready to use. So let me get my background on. And I'm just going to use this black. And spread it with either a gloved hand or a sponge brush, or whatever you have on hand. I'm going to use this little, it's actually a cake icing thing you put icing on with. Really, I'm not a cake baker because I don't even know what to properly call it, but in my case it's going to be my paint spreader. Now the thing is, I don't want this too thick, but I sure don't want it too thin, because if it's too thin, you'll swipe right down to your canvas when you do your swipes. If it's too thick, you're going to be moving a lot of paint around. So somewhere there in between. Is going to be your perfect spot. And I'm seeing places, I'm going to add some more paint because I've got some places that have got too thin. I'm not worried about my edges right now. I'm going to come back. I can come back and touch those up and paint those later. So I'm not really worried about getting my edges at this particular part of it. One of the things I want to mention, using your medium with your paints, I'm using Floetrol. And one important thing to remember about, besides us needing the flow part of it, it does have I can't say it, self-leveling properties. So in other words, you know, some of the things, you know, yes, water is going to make your pores flow right. Glue will work and it will flow. But what you're not getting in some of those other things is the self-leveling properties that the things like Floetrol and Liquitex have. So that's just something to keep in mind as you're going through and watching videos, taking notes, and deciding what products you need to keep in your studio or your craft room. Okay, so now I've got it on here. Still got a couple of little spots there. Oh yeah, I wanted to get that one. Let's see. I'm out of, so many things are getting hard to find right now. This is actually a little makeup sponge. I use these a lot in resin, but I'm going to use it right now because that was a little low spot I could see when I lifted. See one more there. So you don't want to see I don't want to see the canvas sticking up at me. Okay, so now we're going to take, and I'm going to shoot for the center. So I'm just going to pour a little stream right down through here. Now I won't need a lot of paint since this is so narrow through here. If you've got, say if I were swiping this way, you know, that'd be a different thing. You might need a little more, but with this, because I'm using this little 20, it's long, which I think will look cool. But we're going to be making little short swipes. Okay, so now we're ready to swipe. And I've got my paper towels over here to the side ready to clean off after each swipe. And then, of course, I've got extras if I don't get paint all over them here. So I just want to go lay this on just kind of right in the center over to the edge. And I'm just going to pull down just a little ways. Kind of overlapping. That really I didn't mean to didn't want to have waves, but we got some anyway. So now I'm going to flip this around. Going to get a new little swiper, and I'm gonna meet up at where I did that side and just do the same exact thing here. Now, as you can see, we've got some little cells forming in here. This is just the paint reacting with the swipe because I don't have any oil or anything in it. I like these colors. I thought about using navy, but I was afraid the navy wouldn't show up enough on the black. But this blue, this cobalt, is just standing out gorgeously, so I like that. This is a little more time consuming than just pouring, but it's still very easy. And it's just so pretty. I did another one just for myself playing around last week, and it just turned out pretty. It's just really cool, and I like this size, this long and narrow. I'm gonna try to pull a little more here. There we go. I love it, love it, love it. And I think when it dries, it is going to be gorgeous. So I hope you'll give this a try. If you have any questions, if I missed anything that is needed to do here, don't hesitate to pop that down in the comments below right now. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thumbs up, likes, shares. Stay healthy. And I love you all, and I'll see you next time.